I'm pleased that we could all find an hour in common, a common hour, if you will, to celebrate the official opening of the 2018-2019 academic year at Thiel College, your leading liberal arts college in northwestern Pennsylvania. The opening convocation and matriculation ceremony, the first of 4 major ceremonies spaced throughout the year, is a calling together of all members of the campus community, from those who have been with us for decades to those who have almost completed their first week. As your faculty marshal and on behalf of the college, I declare the 2018 matriculation to be convened.
Good morning. As many of you are aware by now, my name is Mike McKinney, and as your Vice President for Student Life and Dean of Students, it is my great privilege to offer a very warm welcome to the newest members of our Thiel community, the class of 2022. I think I can speak for all my colleagues in saying that we are so very excited to have you all here and to be part of this special community. We have been looking forward to the opportunity to work with many of you for many months, and I do hope that each of you has had a wonderful first week of classes so far, and I want to thank all of you for all that you will contribute to Thiel College over the next 4 years and to come. Having had the opportunity to meet many of you throughout the orientations, camps, and other programs, I can tell that this class is full of great leaders, artists, musicians, performers, athletes, and scholars. In fact, I would like to acknowledge the many members of the first-year class that arrived to campus with academic recognition. So if you will, could all the members of the class of 2022 that are Resch, Bothman, or Dietrich Honors Scholarship awardees please stand to be recognized. Thank you all and congratulations on this accomplishment. I would also like to take this opportunity to officially welcome back our returning students. We've missed you very much over the summer months, and we're thrilled to have you back on campus. This place is far too quiet without you, and your presence alone enriches the work that we do as an institution. I should also mention that it's wonderful to know that we have such great leaders in our returning students to continue the work that our peer mentors have done in starting to help guide, mentor, and embrace this new class as they embark on a journey similar to your own. Lastly, welcome to my colleagues, the many members of your faculty and staff that have worked hard to prepare new and engaging learning opportunities, to enhance programs and services, to improve facilities, and to create the best experience possible for you as learners and future leaders. Thank you to all my colleagues on the faculty and staff for all you do to make Thiel the great institution that it is. Finally, I will close by sharing that this should be a fantastic year at Thiel College. There have been many improvements since last spring. We welcome a large and talented new class of students that will add so much to our community. And we have so many exciting opportunities that we can't wait to experience with all the students this year. In celebrating today as a community together, I want to wish you all the best of luck as we officially kick off this new academic year. Thank you. I would now like to invite your Student Government Association President, Terry Eddy, to offer a welcome and lead the new class in reciting the Thiel Pledge.
President Traverso, honored guests, faculty, staff, parents, and fellow students. As the president of the President of Thiel College Student Government Association, it is my honor to welcome you to Opening Convocation. This convocation is truly what its definition states, a gathering of people for a special purpose. Today, our purpose is to recognize the incoming class of 2022 and celebrate the important step they are taking in their lives, joining the Thiel community. Members of the class of 2022, these next 4 years will pass by quickly and challenge you both in and outside of the classroom. As you join this community, we ask you to give your best efforts in all you do, in your studies, your activities, while you're on campus or representing Thiel in the world. Thiel is an institution steeped in tradition, many of which you'll learn during your first semester. Today, we will participate in one of your first, reciting the Thiel College Pledge. You can be assured that the faculty, staff, and administration will demonstrate their deep commitment to your success on many occasions and in many forms over the course of your time here. Today, we ask you to pledge your commitment to the institution that will become your home for the next 4 years. As a dynamic learning community focused on high achievement for all, Thiel College engages in the pursuit of ethical application of knowledge and understanding as its best and highest purpose. Having freely sought membership in this community, you acknowledge your understanding that Thiel will respect, cherish, and support you as you strive for maturity in thought and in action. I would now like to ask all of the members of the class of 2022 to stand and join me in reciting the Thiel College Pledge. The pledge can be found in your program for reference as we recite it. Now please recite after me. As a member of the Thiel College community, I pledge myself to the principles and practices of shared inquiry and academic integrity. Accordingly, I will hold myself to high standards of effort, honesty, and accomplishment. I will do my best to help my classmates respect and uphold these standards. I will value knowledge in all the disciplines of the college and seek always to extend the breadth and depth of what I know and can do. I will use what I learned to make a positive difference in every class I take, in all activities on campus, and in the world of work, family, and community. I understand that the privilege of a college education carries with it the responsibility of repaying the trust and affection of those who have brought me to this first day of my first year at Thiel College. To all my mentors, I pledge my best efforts as a student and as a citizen today and for all days to come. Thank you and welcome to Thiel College. At this time, I would like to invite representatives from the class of 2022 to join us on stage to present the class resolution to President Traverso.
As representatives of the class of 2022, we aim to accomplish feats as scholars and as people while enjoying all of the experiences that Thiel College has to offer. We hope to inspire future students the way that our professors and colleagues have inspired us. In a time of global change, we pledge to embrace our newfound educational pursuits and challenges faced in order to better the world one community at a time. Throughout the opportunities granted to us within these 4 years, we vow to exceed expectations through self-discovery as well as the creation of lifelong friendships. With the use of our strengthened camaraderie, we will build a community that transcends the classroom, becoming role models for future generations and setting a precedent for a brighter, more honorable future. We enter this school together. We will make our mark together, and we will leave together as better people for a greater tomorrow. Thank you.
As the academic dean, it is my honor to officially open the 2018-19 academic year. This year brings new people to our community, so welcome, including new faculty and staff across campus, new academic programs in environmental safety management, health systems, and an individualized major. We welcome over 270 new students into our family. We have people in new roles on campus, from student life, academic affairs. We have people who are brand new to us. We have a faculty member who has begun his 56th year as a member of this faculty. You'll see a new Department of Communication Sciences and Disorders. You'll also see remodeling at Bain and new entryways into campus. And you'll be seeing more little kids under 6 on our campus. I am thrilled that through the dedication of our education department, we have partnered with Mercer County Head Start to host a PA pre-K counts classroom on campus. They arrive right after the holiday. New students, in a moment you will receive a tassel like the one you will wear at commencement in this place, in this space, in May of 2022. I hope you will save it as a reminder of today and as a symbol of all the possibilities that will open for you over the next 4 years at Thiel, academically, spiritually, and socially. Use this time to your advantage to develop all these facets of your life. Let this tassel serve as a touch point on your journey to May 2022, when all of your hard work will culminate in another trip across the stage, where I will call your name, and President Traverso will be waiting for you with a smile of pride on her face, an outstretched hand, and your diploma. I would like to invite President Traverso to come up to the front of the podium to shake hands with all new students.
Wow, what a wonderful group of first-year students. We're so glad you're here. We have so much confidence in you. Convocation this year begins a new tradition. We will, from now forward, celebrate Convocation this first week of classes rather than move-in day. And it's a chance not just to welcome the first years, but to welcome our returning students back. It's also a new tradition because today is the first Common Hour, and you've heard this phrase around campus, Common Hour, and I've had students say to me, what is this Common Hour? Well, Common Hour will be each Thursday where we're going to take a break from our normal activities, a break from classes, from athletic practices, and from meetings from 11 to 12:25. This is an opportunity for our campus to come together for a variety of special events, speakers, arts and music programs, community gatherings. They won't be all the same. They won't be all held here. Most will be in the Student Center. For most of those Thursdays, like today, we'll close campus offices so that the staff can join us and learn more about Thiel themselves. I encourage all of you, faculty, staff, and students, to attend events and programs during Common Hour. Students asked me, is it mandatory? And I said, well, if your professor or your supervisor asks you to attend, then yes, it is. But even if they don't, please look at the program and think, do I want to extend my education and take a chance and attend that program? If not, just take an hour off to reflect. So no other meetings, no practices, no classes on Thursday, midday, a chance for us to be together or for us to simply take a moment to reflect. Now, Tuesday's schedules are also adjusted with a midday break, but they're a little bit different, and we're beginning to call them community hours. During Tuesdays, there's a half-hour chapel program open to all, regardless of your faith tradition. Campus offices will remain open on Tuesday, so if you need to get something done, you have a break in your classes and you can go see the financial aid office or the business office, visit with a faculty member. But I would ask that we respect people who would like to attend chapel from 11:15 to 11:45 and give them that opportunity. Over and over again, when we talk to students and we ask them, why did you choose Thiel? They tell us that the Thiel community inspired them. Common Hour on Thursday and chapel each Tuesday are distinctive ways that we can come together to express that community. Now, Dean Fromgen and Dean McKinney, who together with the faculty created this new schedule, they are open to new suggestions for programs and speakers. We're pretty much booked for this year, but already beginning to look at next year. We'd like to have a lot of student input on the type of programs that will take place during Common Hour. And I know Pastor Jane, as well, is eager to get your ideas and suggestions on participation at chapel. Now, for some of you know, this is the beginning of my third year as president at Thiel. And as I look back over those short 2 years, it's very interesting because each year has developed a distinctive theme. And there wasn't a committee that decided that. The theme just emerged sort of organically. And in my first year, that theme that seemed very apparent to me was philanthropy, that large word meaning giving. The college had just finished a major capital campaign that helped us create the Pettis Center and the DHI and many other improvements on campus, including our new track and field complex. And so we invited the president of the Dietrich Foundation to come and be our speaker at commencement. And he urged graduates and all of us to think about giving of our talents, our time, and our treasure. Last year, my second year at Thiel, it seemed that we engaged around a theme of interfaith understanding. The college hosted, and I think the upper class will remember this, a series of speakers that expanded our understanding of religious traditions, perhaps different from our own. In May, the graduating class heard from Dr. Donald Crabell, a preeminent scholar of the Amish, and he encouraged the graduates last May and all of us to be open to other faith traditions, even ones that are very unfamiliar to us, and he asked us to avoid the sin of certainty as we framed our sense of meaning and purpose. Now, this academic year, as it's beginning to unfold, it seems to me that, again, a theme is emerging, and it seems to me to be that theme of community. Several of this year's programs and guest speakers, including next May's commencement speaker, still a little bit of a secret, but really very exciting, have dedicated their lives to an understanding of what it means to be a community builder. And I think the seniors here, you'll be wowed by that commencement speaker. Now, during this year, one thing that the college is involved with is a national recognition of another community builder, a gentleman named Fred Rogers. A documentary about his life came out this summer, and soon a major Hollywood motion picture starring Tom Hanks is going to come out to celebrate Fred Rogers and Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, that children's television program. Now, some of you maybe are too young to even have ever heard of Fred Rogers, but I'd say check him out on YouTube. But he created a beloved TV program for several generations of children, including me. And each program, okay, here we go, everyone, began with him singing. It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? How'd I do, Julie? Okay. And he walked into his house, he took off his jacket, put on a sweater, and he welcomed us into a safe place where you could be who you wanted to be. In 1969, Thiel College awarded Fred Rogers his first honorary degree, well before he gained national attention. See, the program was out of Pittsburgh. Thiel identified him as a visionary educator, and then he went on for many years with national and international recognition. Fred Rogers passed away in 2003, but the college has remained connected with his family foundation. And you might have noticed that there's a dedicated space in the Pettis Center recognizing Fred Rogers' influence in the world of media and communications. Well, what does Mr. Rogers, this program for young kids, have to do with Thiel? For 152 years, Thiel has invited students, faculty, and staff to be part of an intentional community, a neighborhood, as it were. We're not a neighborhood or a community segregated by race or gender or religious belief or political affiliation. We are an inclusive neighborhood. We come together around shared values, even as we know and we respect each other's differences. So I want to highlight very quickly 5 important values that I want to ask you to consider as being Thiel values. The first, the belief in the power of education and the importance of seeking truth, testing ideas, developing evidence-based claims. and being willing to say, even when the evidence debunks what you believed, that you claim the evidence-based truth. That's the pursuit of education and knowledge. That's first and foremost as a college. Second, we want to have a value of gratitude. Aren't we lucky to have this opportunity to learn together in such an outstanding college? Not everyone gets to go to college, and we should every day be grateful for having this learning community. Third, we want to respect each other, even when we differ. We want to understand each other's perspectives. We want to listen to each other. Fourth, we want to be curious about the world around us, the wonder of the natural world. We want to steward those resources carefully. And last, one of our values is optimism. We believe that each of us can reach our full potential, that in a supportive environment, we can become who we'd like to be. So as we start the academic year, let's reflect on these community values and think about other values that might be important to us. Now remember, values are not, they're described as abstract things, but actually they come into being through practice. Ultimately, and I think people have known me, I'm a deep pragmatist. I believe we are who we are through practice. Let me give you an example of how we might practice, as I conclude my talk here, the community value of respect. You'll notice some new signs and some new banners around campus. They say Thiel, but the HI are in red, and they jump out to say hello. These signs are a reminder of a Thiel tradition. Thiel says hello. As you walk around campus, be sure to greet each other. Take a minute to say hi, even if you don't know that person. Don't just rush by. Look up from your phones, please, okay? And be a neighbor. Say hello. There's so much to look forward to this year. We are a strong and caring community of learners. Let's celebrate the privilege of belonging to the Thiel community. In Fred Rogers' word, let's make the most of this beautiful day, and since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Thank you very much.